Hey friends, Andrew here, hope you're well. A week on from the iPhone 14 launch, and today Apple has launched the AirPods Pro 2. So in today's video, let's unbox this together. I'll share my very first impressions, give it an out-of-the-box audio test, and then compare them with both the AirPods Pro 1st gen and also the OG AirPods. Okay, here we are. Here is the standard box that we get this year's AirPods Pro in. You know, pretty standard stuff. What I think is worth pointing out though, is the price of these. Guys, this is the same price as that of the original AirPods Pro, $249 US. That's honestly a good win in the inflation world that we live in currently, and considering how many changes there are included here in Gen 2, it's definitely a win. I was hoping for color options in Gen 2, possibly a jet black, but nope, we've got the same classic white here. It looks essentially the same as the previous gen, but let's compare them with the first gens here. So let's go ahead and unbox this. So ripping off the tabs here. These tab pulls are still as amazing as ever. And then here we go, opening it up. First things first, of course, the manuals, but let's leave this, put this away. And let's get to the important stuff first, which is the AirPods Pro. Take it right out. Got this thing here too, what is this? Oh yes, right. You've got the charging cable here and the ear tips here, which I just found. Anyway, putting this away, let's take a look at this case first. So essentially, immediately, like at first glance, it doesn't look any different to the AirPods 1st gen. I'll put this over here just so we can compare. But let's open it up now. I'll give you a closer look. All right, so you definitely have subtle differences here. You have right here, there's an inbuilt lanyard loop here, but the lanyards are sold separately, unfortunately. I've seen some third-party options for about $15 popping up though. But you know, if you want to carry this on a lanyard for whatever reason, you've got the option to. I think that's a nice option. Something else that I wanted to point out is you're able to now add in Memoji personalization, which honestly, I don't know why you'd want a Memoji plastered over your case, but hey, that's me. You might enjoy it, but I feel like I have a responsibility to remind you that the resale value will suffer if you plaster your Memoji over your case, if you do eventually plan to sell yours. So that's something to note. Just feeling in hand. Okay, so this one here, this is the new one, obviously. This is a tad bit heavier, for sure. I don't think it's that much heavier, but you can definitely feel it in hand compared to the older AirPods Pro here, which is lighter. Apparently, it does weigh 11% heavier than the original, which weighs 45.6 grams. But yeah, the earbuds are unchanged in weight, so you can feel it slightly. Nothing to be concerned about, but just something to, I think, point out. And then, of course, we have the Lightning port, which is a bit of a bummer. It's still not USB-C. Let me bring this up closer to you. And so, you know, this isn't a big issue because I charge mine wirelessly for this reason when I can. There's no USB-C, especially now that we can now charge via Apple Watch magnetic charging puck. So if you guys wear an Apple Watch, you can charge this directly on that charging pad instead, which is extremely convenient. And I can't seem to get the lint off this case, which is annoying. Yeah, so overall, first impressions at the moment, it looks pretty similar, minus a few touches here and there, which is, as you can see here, the speakers for Find My, easier Find My detection, so you can ping you via these speaker holes here, and then you've got the lanyard loop, and essentially everything else looks exactly the same, minus the weight, slight weight difference. Okay, so let's take a look at the earbuds now. This looks nice as usual, but there is basically no difference. There is, of course, let me close this. There is, of course, the new touch controls, which apparently were right there. Let me bring this closer to you. So I don't know if it focuses in, you can see that you can now slide for volume control. Swipe up and down to control the volume. I think that's absolutely nice. That in itself is worthy of an upgrade considering these are exactly the same price. Let's just do a quick cross check with the original AirPods Pros, and let's hope I don't like confuse these two because they look so similar. So right here, we've got the old ones and the new ones. I mean, there is a slight difference. You can see that there is now, hang on, where is it? The placement of the subwoofer is on the top rather than at the bottom here. So at the top on the older version, there is no subwoofer at the top. And that's honestly about it, minus the touch controls on the side. But if you're moving around in public, no one's gonna be able to tell that you're wearing the new ones. They look essentially the same when they're sliding out of your ear. So no major difference really. Before I put these back in actually, let's compare with the original AirPods, not AirPod Pros, the classic long stems. So they look much shorter, as you'd expect, and the earbud itself is a bit chunkier, but you know, pretty standard stuff here. Nothing too surprising about these. But if you're coming from the original AirPods, this should be a huge improvement. I'll do a sound test in a minute so you can check out what the difference is or what my initial impressions of them are. So yeah, that's the differences with the AirPods here, as you can see. And then of course you have the different earbud tips. They give you extra sizes now. So let me pull this out if I can, if I don't ruin this. Okay, seriously, how do you get this out? Am I doing something wrong here? What? There we go. Okay, so we've got extra small, and then we've got small, and then we've got large. So assuming that the medium earbud tip is already on. So yeah, it's nice that they're catering to more sizes. The extra small is great for those who need it. Yeah, this is a nice touch. Everything else in the box is pretty standard. You've got the manuals. Pretty sure it's pretty standard stuff. And then I'm sure the stickers are in here somewhere. Can someone please tell me, actually, okay, so I've seen this in multiple manuals now, and I don't know why it's all in Thai. Like, I should probably Google this, but if someone can tell me in the comments why we're receiving Thai, I literally have no clue what this is. If someone let me know down in the comments below, that'd be great. All right, so let's pair this up with the new iPhone 14 Pro here. And so let's put this back into, I'm literally already getting confused as to which one's which. But let's put these back in, and then let's give it a go and pair it up. And I'll give you a sound test right now. There we go, we're pairing up. Simple as that, click connect. It's made a little beep on the case, which is really nice. That is definitely new. And so we've connected, press once on either AirPod to play, pause, twice to skip forward, adjust the volume. So yeah, there's a number of things that you can now do on the sliders. Super useful stuff. And then let's go ahead and skip this for now. I'm not gonna use Siri. Let's skip that. Set that up later. Ooh, interesting that they're not fully charged. Well, probably not surprising. 59%, 64%. Let's click continue. 6 months free, not now. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a sound test right now. Okay, we've got Spotify here, and then we've got the new AirPods Pro 2 here. Let's plop these in and see how we go. I'll give you my actual reaction. Plopping these in, and the medium seems to sit fine. That fits pretty well, I think. Suction's pretty good. So that was a really fast pair up, by the way. As soon as I plopped it in, it detected my AirPods. So I think the in-ear detection is definitely improved, and that's because of the skin detection. Apparently the skin detection has been improved. I shouldn't actually just say improved. The skin detection is a new thing on the AirPods Pro 2, I believe. The previous gen AirPods had an optical sensor, hence why it's a little slower in its detection. Wasn't bad at all, but this was really fast. As soon as I slapped it on, like let me just do that again. Like, yeah, it's immediate. And by the way, the noise cancellation, not active noise cancellation, but noise cancellation from the suction is pretty good. Like, it's really weird at the moment talking to the camera while I feel like I'm kind of muted. Anyway, let's pick some music now, and I don't know what to listen to, honestly. Let's pick a classic here. Let's go with Clair de Lune. I know that might be a really lame pick for some of you guys, but I'm a big classical piano fan. So let's go ahead and play that at the same time. Okay, so turning it on right now. Okay. Whoa, okay. I legit have shivers. That is, I'm not kidding, guys. I legit have shivers right now. This sounds really good. Like legit have goosebumps. Wow, guys, the audio quality has definitely improved. I'd say twofold. Super crisp and clear audio, even if I turn it up, and this is near the max volume now. This is really hard to talk to you while this music's playing really loudly. But wow, it is a big difference. And now if I hold into here and I'm gonna turn on noise cancellation right here. Let's give that a go and test a new H2 chip. Woo! Noise cancellation, definitely an improvement. I don't know about 2 times better, but it's definitely an improvement. I mean, given that I am in a soundproof studio at the moment, 100% sounds better. I cannot hear anything else. I can hardly hear myself talk at the moment. It's really strange. This sounds great, guys. Definitely an improvement. If you're thinking about giving these a go ahead and give them a go. I'm pretty sure you're gonna see a big difference. Changing it to transparency, that sounds better. I can finally hear my voice now. It's great. I mean, does this compete with my over-ear headphones like the QC35s? No. But the portability alone, the noise cancellation from what I can tell at the moment is great. It competes with the QC35s. And in this small package, I would definitely consider taking it traveling instead of the bulky over-ear headphones. I'm gonna quickly try the spatial audio too. So let's go head tracked. Look, I can't hear an immediate difference. I probably need to be walking around to actually hear that difference. But nonetheless, I'm pretty keen to give it a proper test later on. Immediately though, the song's still playing, by the way. It sounds great. It sounds really good. Like the fact that it's the same price as this one here, and mind you, I just gave this a quick listen before I put these on. It's a big difference. And if you're coming from the original AirPods, this is like, don't even bother with this, guys. Like, don't even bother with this. Is, by the way, this is the 2nd gen AirPods. Don't bother with this. If you have the cash, go for the AirPods Pro. This is my first impression anyway. The AirPods Gen 3 though, still worthy of buy. But yeah, this is great. It is worth mentioning right now though that there is confirmed that there's no lossless audio, but arguably you don't need lossless audio in earbuds anyway, unless you have an insane studio setup and trained ears. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you really want to see lossless audio in this? Because yeah, I personally don't think that it is a deal breaker. Guys, if you made it to the end of this video, make sure you leave the code word comment goosebumps in the comments below and I'll give it a like. I seriously got goosebumps listening to Clair de Lune on the first go with these. It was that good. I swear it was not an overreaction. I mean, it might have been, but I seriously got goosebumps, and the audio quality, I didn't expect it. So I'm keen to put it through its paces. That was my initial reaction. But yeah, let me know if you guys are planning to get these yourself, and if you want to be the first to see my full review as soon as it drops, be sure to hit the subscribe button with the notification bell turned on. If you haven't seen my latest MacBook Air M2 long-term review, I'll leave it here so you can check it out. It's probably the best daily laptop I've ever used. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.